Imagine the public outcry, said the late Dr. Bernard Rimland, Ph.D., if 2 commercial airliners crashed in midair each day of the year. A chilling thought, but that's how many people die each day from prescription drugs. Spending on our nation's health care is likely to double to $2.1 trillion by the year 2007. Already proven mind-body therapies could eliminate 37% of visits to the doctor per year and save $54 billion annually. With this film, you will learn about Newtonian Western medicine, heart space, morphic fields, the power of your thoughts, and more. Hi, I'm Patricia Tate, and I'm the creator, director, and producer of Quantum Mechanics Explained. I created this movie originally as an extra for the seminars and workshops that I provide concerning energy work. And then I decided, as I was making the movie, that it would benefit a lot more people if I included the entire holistic community, which is what I've done. So besides my energy work, I talk about other holistic modalities. And you will understand, hopefully at the end of this movie, the difference between the Western Newtonian Medicine and the quantum mechanics energy work belief. I go into great detail and explain, so you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand. So hopefully, if the title didn't scare you off, and got you curious, when you watch this movie, you'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot about yourself and your thoughts and different ways of approaching your life, a natural way. And it's very, very beneficial and effective. So sit back and enjoy the movie. And if you have any questions at the end, raise your hand. I'll see if I can see them. Well, you can email me or even call me, or comment on my website, Just Miracles. Thank you. Enjoy the movie. Bye. This DVD about quantum mechanics was created in 2010. And if you haven't yet noticed, the Earth and its people are going through tremendous shifts at accelerated rates. In 2012, we will be in the Golden Age, and according to the Mayan calendar, we will not be ending, but beginning anew. Natural disasters are on the rise. Healthcare and general health is out of control, with costs and the amount of chemicals and drugs being used and created. How did this begin, and how will it end? Before you is a simple chart I created that will perhaps answer these questions. The bottom green bar represents ancient philosophy. These are the Eastern, Island, Jewish, and any other religion that is not considered Western or a derivative of the Catholic Church. These religions/philosophies have been in existence since the beginning of man and are still today. The next bar represents when the Catholic Church was formed in 100 AD. This is also when our present-day Western medicine beliefs began. This is when the Church separated science/medicine and God. The Church deemed themselves in charge of all miracles and spiritual matters, then persecuted anyone who defied this rule. Since quantum mechanics is considered a science, it did not have a chance of acceptance. Galileo, born in 1564, may not have been the first, yet he was one of the prominent scientists that played a major role in the scientific revolution. In 1632, he was tried by the Inquisition and found to be suspect of heresy, forced to recant and spend the rest of his life under house arrest. Just imagine if Galileo would have been allowed to share his knowledge freely, we would probably reside in a less chemical society. As this movie continues, you will understand what I mean by that statement. Newton, also a scientist, and born the year Galileo passed, was considered highly religious, therefore accepted by the Church. Newton invented a method and diary of beliefs that did not interfere with the Church or compete. Newton's discoveries and beliefs are still practiced today. Known as Western medicine, it is so ingrained into society that it is believed to be the only way in many cultures. Some religions, excluding Eastern religions, are branches from the original Catholic Church beginning in 100 AD. Most recognize only the Western medicine Newtonian beliefs and consider anything else the work of the devil. In my opinion, that has always been a very radical way to view the miracles from the universe. As far as quantum mechanics is concerned, you need not be of any religion or even believe in God. Miracles are available to anyone, regardless of their religious beliefs. The question of what do you mean by quantum mechanics was brought to my attention while making this film, and here is my response. If you want a full explanation of quantum mechanics, I recommend you research starting at Wikipedia on the internet. This particular article, found by Googling quantum mechanics, has many links. The one link that correlates best with the subjects on this film is about wave function collapse. Simply put, quantum mechanics is the process by which a wave function appears to reduce to a single one by the states after interaction with the observer. Collapse may be understood as a change in conditional probabilities. So, you observe your world acting in a different way, and just by that observation, you collapse the wave of conditional probabilities and create new ones. Even though quantum mechanics was publicly realized over 80 years ago, it has been in existence since the beginning. It will only take the willingness of mankind to open their minds, realize and accept the unlimited possibilities that are available in the knowledge of quantum mechanics. This requires one to think outside the box with no rules or restrictions, which works for me. Holistic healthcare works from this realm. Holistic healthcare, like quantum mechanics, is based on the fact that our body, mind, and spirit are one. When one is treated, all are affected. Also, if one part is out of balance, it will affect the other parts as well. The term holistic is just that. Your whole being is treated. Now that I have explained in brief the history of our beliefs, I would like to show you side-by-side comparisons as well as a science background to medicine. With the separation of church and science, science has adopted several concepts for their main structures. Science considers itself to present the absolute truth, a story already written. Any new truth must be defined and proven, then recognized by the scientific community before it is presented as fact. The transformations and miracles of quantum mechanics is sometimes undocumented, undefined, and difficult to prove. Does that make them any less real? All the healing and transformation modalities such as naturopathic doctors, chiropractors, Reiki workers, for myself it's matrix energetics, or massage, and a multitude more, have not been readily accepted by the scientific community. Does that mean that they are not real? A perfect example for you is when I was attending one of my matrix energetics seminars. I had the opportunity to help someone. After a very short 2 to 5 minute session, she noticed a change and a shift. Her previous painful childhood memories shifted to laughter and a new way of remembering her painful past without the pain. Also, unknown to me, until after the session she had had a painful left arm, and that vanished. The pain was gone instantly. To scientifically dissect that experience would remove all the magic and possibly even reverse the results by categorizing it with your left brain. We are talking about unlimited possibilities with no rules when we talk about quantum mechanics. This DVD will show how quantum mechanics is possible with ever-changing possibilities, unlimited, yet there is change noticed. Quantum mechanics is best defined by using the present-day comparison of our Newtonian beliefs. With a Newtonian belief, you are separate from the universe and things happen to you. Isaac Newton's discoveries put us in a belief that mind is separate from body, and still today, that is the foundation of Western thinking. A belief that everything in the universe works because of fixed laws. Body equals machine, which is conducted by DNA. With quantum mechanics, we are all connected to each other and the universe in a unified consciousness. This information has always been available. Science claims your body is mechanical. We are a chemical machine. Your mind is separate from your body. With quantum mechanics, your body is decentralized. It changed our perception when it was introduced around 1859 and is yet to be incorporated into our present belief system. Science claims everything works in the universe because of fixed laws. Your brain is a central repository for all information. In quantum mechanics, there are no fixed laws. Your brain is a receiver or antenna for information. Science claims your body is conducted by DNA. Put the right chemical in your body and you get better. This works short term and sometimes with side effects. With quantum mechanics, your body is conducted by information from your field. You receive information via your field for healing and transformation without the use of chemicals. Now I'm going to explain in more detail my definition of quantum mechanics and the important role it plays in your life. First, I will begin with intelligent energy fields. Quantum mechanics is realized through intelligent energy fields. Modern scientists have discovered that it is the mind or spirit which is primary in transformation and found in intelligent energy fields. Intelligent implies having or showing intelligence. Energy, one of the definitions in physics, is the capacity for doing work, or inherent power capacity for action. The definition of fields in physics, it's a space within which magnetic or electrical lines of force are active. If your mind or spirit is found in intelligent energy fields, then how do your cells communicate with each other? Through the nervous system, the blood, or the tissues? The red glow around the two cells indicates intelligent energy fields, and that is how each of the cells in your body communicate. It is not by your nervous system, your blood, nor your tissue, but by your thoughts through your intelligent energy field where you affect change in your body and even others. Let us explore this further with the investigation of how important your thoughts play in this interaction. With intention and creating change with thoughts, if you think you are incurable, you are right. If you think you can be cured, you are also right. Whatever you think, you are right. Our thoughts can affect our health and wellness as well as the health of others. Our beliefs and thoughts create our body, moment by moment. The following is an excerpt from Intention Heals by Adam. As proteins are dynamic in nature, they are constantly changing their conformations. Certain conformations enhance the rate of a reaction more than others, which we describe as being more enzymatically active. Here's the important part. This means that just the smallest change in structure or orientation in any part of this protein has dramatic effects on its enzymatic activity and consequently our health. Metabolism is based on enzyme, which is protein, activity, and these enzymes are directly influenced by our intentions and thoughts. Up to 60% of the human body is water. The brain is composed of 70% water, and the lungs are nearly 90% water. With that information in mind, please look at these photos of water crystals I obtained from the web. Notice what happens to the crystal when "thank you" is a thought. Also, notice the tap water crystal before and after remote prayers. Imagine if we went about our day thinking only kind and loving thoughts about yourself and others. What would change in the world? Within each of us, we have confirmed thoughts and beliefs. The green glow in this slide represents just a few as an example. Perhaps you think these yourself. I always get sick when I fill in the blank. If you do this, then this will happen. I will never change. If you do this, then you will go to hell. If you have a history of disease in your family, then chances are you will get this disease too. These are just a few of the thoughts that we have in our minds daily. If two or more share the same beliefs, then we create a combined field. Examples of this are religious, political, and moral beliefs. We have traditions that are passed down for centuries. Along with these traditions are rules and beliefs. The more people that share this belief, the stronger the morphic field. People feel safe in these fields. They feel as if they have support and authority because everyone else is doing it. We may joke when our children use this line, but are we not doing it ourselves as adults? Next time you state that you believe in something, think about what lies behind that belief. Ask yourself, is this belief open to change? Does it have rules? Why do I believe this? How does this belief benefit me and others? And there are a multitude of questions you can ask yourself on this subject. But remember always, you are what you believe. With the information about the power of thought that I just shared with you, you may now understand why your body cannot distinguish between action or thought. This is why all transformations or healings, as some may say, are created by thought alone. Thought equals energy, and in this next segment, you will see how this field of energy affects you and others around you, or even across the world. This is possible because energy does not know time or space. Everything is composed of light and energy, information. We exchange this information at all times with everything and the universe. Our thoughts travel without time or space with this energy. Our thoughts are energy, and energy is information. Multiplication of particles equals unlimited energy. This is referred to as the zero-point field. This diagram is a simplified explanation of a zero-point field. This is not to be confused with zero-point energy. I discovered the following link on the internet that describes zero-point field. Now we come to the zero-point field as described at alexandria.org. The zero-point field can be thought of as a sea of radiation that fills the entire universe. It involves highly energetic emissions with the zero-point energy density rising proportional to the cube of the frequency of the radiation. This implies that the doubling of the frequency, the energy increases by a factor of 8. Because the energy density of the ZPF increases as the cube of the frequency, the amount of energy making up the ZPF is enormous. That energy, in the conventional view, is forced into existence by the laws of quantum mechanics. It is regarded in quantum fashion as sometimes real and sometimes virtual, depending on the problem at hand. That explanation was for all you rocket scientists out there. Personally, I relate to the simple and visual explanation. Even more amazing, your energy field is also a hologram. If you cut one in half, each half contains whole views of the entire holographic image. The same is true if you cut out a small piece. Even a tiny fragment will still contain the whole picture. We are all part of this zero-point field and connected to the furthest reaches of the cosmos. Each and every living thing on this planet creates zero-point energy. Since there is no time or space with this energy, we have the ability to tap into this energy for past, present, and/or future reference. Now for the final key, your heart space. How does our body receive information from our field of energy as well as information from others? Science claims that our bodies move information by chemical reactions and nerve impulses to our brains. Nerve impulses and chemical reactions travel at 200 to 2 miles per hour, which is too slow to react. Brain impulses travel faster than cells can communicate, so your brain is on a higher level of communication than the physical transmission of nerves. Your heart field, on the other hand, is a carrier wave of information and emotions. Your heart field sends sound, pressure waves, heat, light, magnetic and electromagnetic signals to all the cells in your body. Pressure waves, not blood, sends messages to your body. Our emotions are imprinted on the heart field, which acts as a carrier wave. Your rhythmic beating pattern will equal either incoherent or coherent patterns. An incoherent pattern is created by negative thinking, and it is irregular. A coherent pattern is smooth because of positive thinking that synchronizes and harmonizes. One of the best ways to create a coherent pattern is to meditate. You do not need to take hours to accomplish this, only 5 to 10 minutes. In that short amount of time, you can calm your thoughts. This will enable you to also receive information from your energy field or send out information to others. Remember, if you are sending out negative information, it is occurring within you and affecting you first. You are also imprinting this negative information in your field, which could be detrimental to your health. Whatever you send out, you will receive. What do you want to receive, negative or positive information? Your heart field has its own intrinsic nervous system, which can sense, feel, remember, and process information that is independent from the brain. Scientists are just now discovering that the heart receives information first, as opposed to our old beliefs that the brain was our center for receiving information. This explains why we can feel first before we see. Everyone is capable, not just psychics. In animals, it is called instinct, or the sixth sense. They have more sense than humans, who equate these feelings as being illogical. Actually, it is from which side of your brain that you mostly process your information. The left side, which is the logical side, processes only about 7 bits of information per second. The right side, which is intuitive, processes over 1 billion bits of information per second. If a person is right brain dominant, or even left and right brain balanced, they will find it easier to drop into their heart space for information. If a person is left brain dominant, they will tend to analyze and miss out on receiving up to 1 billion bits of information. Clearing your mind and opening your heart space, the center for your feelings, will allow miraculous transformations in your life. Understanding how your mind and body work together with the universe and your field for a whole health experience is the key to a richer and fuller life. With the science of quantum mechanics, there is a balance you can find within and without you, and without the use of chemicals and unnatural approaches. It is possible, if you have used chemicals and drugs up to this point, to change and use a natural approach. For this, I highly recommend seeking out a holistic practitioner for a review of your present conditions and medications. More often than not, with the use of prescription drugs and other over-the-counter drugs, our body becomes deficient in certain important life-balancing vitamins and minerals. Your condition and this subject is best determined with a holistic practitioner. To better understand, I would like to share with you a comparison between Western Newtonian conventional medicine approaches and holistic methods when treating a common ailment, depression. With the conventional approach, physicians use antidepressant prescription drugs. Among the 3 most frequently prescribed drugs in therapeutic classes is antidepressant. While researching on the internet, I found too many to name, so here are just a few: Lexapro, Zoloft, Effexor, fluvoxamine, Paxil, and Prozac. Western medicine treats the symptom for a quick fix solution that so many people demand in today's world. With prescription drugs, you will more than likely have side effects. For antidepressants, I researched and found on the internet over 28 side effects. Also, patients are often prescribed more drugs to treat the symptoms and side effects of the original drug. In summary, with the use of drugs to treat depression, you will probably have side effects, nutritional deficiencies, and years of treatments because drugs only treat symptoms. They are not a cure. My research also revealed that therapy, hypnotherapy, shock treatments, and sometimes institutionalization are used along with drugs. One of the side effects for antidepressant drugs is depression. That strikes me as odd and a negative way to approach depression. How are therapists able to help people if their patients are perpetually depressed with the use of antidepressants? Of course, there are some people who do not take drugs for depression, and I was one of them. I hold therapists in the highest esteem because I was helped, but it took me 5 years, and there was still a residue of emotions left over. With the holistic approach, the cause of the problem is treated. Instead of drugs, herbs and vitamins are used. St. John's wort is a common herb to help with the symptoms, not the cause of depression if you need a quick fix while finding the source. Unlike the over 28 side effects in prescription drugs, St. John's wort has only 4, if that, as I never experienced any myself. It provided me with a calming experience, naturally. One of the causes of depression is imbalanced nutrition. Your holistic practitioner will be able to find your imbalances and prescribe the right herbs, minerals, vitamins, and eating regime to ensure a healthy recovery. Since drugs actually cause nutritional imbalances, it works against your recovery to take prescription drugs. With nutrition therapy, the recovery time is quicker and final. My younger son at the age of 7 was diagnosed with asthma, allergies, learning disorders, and emotional problems. With 5 months of proper nutrition, herbs, and chiropractic care, he fully recovered. He has never had to take monthly shots, drugs, or any medication since or before his recovery. Today, he is a healthy and vibrant 31-year-old. Along with nutrition, the holistic community has many modalities in therapy, energy workers, and hypnotherapy. I will use myself as an example because of the impact it had on my life. There was a time when I was very depressed and was having trouble finding a reason to live and even smile. Fate led me to someone who used the matrix energetics method as I do now, and after one 5-minute session, I was smiling. After about 4 sessions, I thought my mouth would crack from all the smiling. I had become peaceful inside, and the emotional pain and trauma from my childhood became a vague memory, not a painful reminder with constant daily thoughts of the pain. That is the short version of my experience. Since then, I too have trained in the matrix energetics method and have been able to help several people in the same way and more. I also help with physical pain and ailments as well. That is one method, and there are also spiritual hypnotherapists available as well as regular therapy. Now you have heard and viewed the comparisons between conventional and holistic approaches to depression. It does not stop with depression, as an example.
It encompasses all the physiological, psychological, and spiritual aspects of your life as far as what method to choose. The question is, do you want years of therapy and drugs with the possibility of no cure, or do you want the cause to be treated, thereby eliminating the symptoms? As it always has been, it is your choice. It is my wish that you choose the holistic approach. So please review this movie if you need to understand more, as well as research on your own. Thank you.
Okay, so you saw the movie. Did you understand it? I hope so. I tried to make it as easy as possible. And you can see that it applies to all people. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to be a tree hugger or a Wall Street broker. It doesn't matter who you are or what religion you are or country you live in. It applies to everybody. So, from my heart space to yours, I wish you the best.